Besides Bollinger Bands, oscillators are another group of tools that can be used to pick up overbought or oversold signals. They're called oscillators because they oscillate around a mean where extreme high values from the mean indicate overbought conditions and extreme low values from the mean indicate oversold conditions. They can also be used to identify convergence or divergence. Convergence is when the oscillator is moving in tandem with the price. This is an example of convergence where both the price and the oscillator are both trending up. Convergence suggests that the price trend is likely to continue, but in this case, the indicator is wrong, highlighting the reality that technical analysis is not always right. This is an example of a divergence where the oscillator is not moving in tandem with the price. Notice that while the price is continuing heading up, the oscillator is actually trending down. Divergence suggests that the price may potentially change. We'll be discussing 4 commonly used oscillators. The first and simplest is the rate of change oscillator, or momentum oscillator. What we've illustrated here is actually the rate of change oscillator. This oscillator is calculated as 100 times the difference between the current price and the price n days prior to it. As such, it oscillates around 0. One way the oscillator can be used is to buy when the oscillator changes from negative to positive during an uptrend in price, and vice versa during a downtrend. So over here, we see during a downtrend a clear change from positive to negative. So in hindsight, a trader would have benefited from this signal if he shorted here. The relative strength index is based on the ratio of total price increases to total price decreases over n prior periods, scaled to oscillate between 0 and 100. A high score greater than 70 indicates overbought conditions, a sell signal, while a score less than 30 indicates oversold conditions, a buy signal. Again, this is a contrarian strategy, that is to buy when the market is oversold and sell when the market is overbought. Recall a short while back we mentioned about moving averages and that the short-term moving average moves faster than the long-term moving average. Now if we take the difference between them, we get the moving average convergence divergence oscillator, more commonly referred to as the MACD. Since we're taking the difference, the MACD therefore oscillates around 0. The MACD can be simply used to indicate overbought or oversold conditions, or identify convergence or divergence with the price trend. Some analysts will add on the MACD signal line. This line is the exponentially smoothed average of the MACD, generally 9 days. If the MACD crosses below the signal line, it's a sell signal, and if the MACD crosses above the signal line, it's a buy signal. In a similar fashion, the stochastic also uses 2 lines for buy and sell signals. They're called the %K line and the %D line, which is the 3-period average of the %K line. %K crossing below %D would indicate a sell, while the reverse would indicate a buy. The stochastic is calculated from the latest closing price and the maximum and minimum prices reached in a recent period. It's bounded between 0 and 100. The logic behind it is that in a sustainable uptrend, the prices will tend to close nearer to recent highs and vice versa for a downtrend. As such, when the values are extreme, it indicates that the trend is sustainable. We can see from this example that the stochastic indicator is quite accurate in predicting the sustainability of the downtrend.
You're watching an excerpt from our comprehensive animation library. For more videos like these, head on down to prepnuggets.com. At Prep Nuggets, let us do the hard work for you.